There's one. Molly. Oh yeah. There's one. Alrighty guys, let's do some fishing. Creek is finally back at normal levels here. Looks like the water is back to being clear. I'm gonna throw a little Rage Hawk out there on a shaky head. See if we can get bit today. Got some nice warm temperatures today. It's supposed to be in the 70s. It's a miracle. Wind's not blowing 100 miles an hour. A miracle. And it's not raining. A miracle. Let's see if we can get some smallmouth out of this creek today. Also got a little wacky worm tied on. And if this cross seems to be a little too much or too big, I may downsize, or I might go to a shaky head worm. I know there's some big boulders out here underneath in this deeper water, some big rock chunk where I've caught a few smallies in the past, so that's why I'm making this my first little stop. There's a fish. Oh, he popped it off. Oh. Had one on. Alright, first bite of the day. That gives me hope right there. Don't know what it was. I saw a little flash. I couldn't tell if it was a smallmouth or not though. That's a good sign. Less than 10 minutes in. A very subtle bite too. Just look at all this big chunk rock. Lots of big chunk rock. Looking for those smallies. One bite so far in the first 10 minutes of the day. See if we can get some more bites. Even though some of this water's shallow, these smallmouth blend in really well. There was a bite. Just had a bite. It was a nice thump too. Try to cover a little bit more water today. Well, it's a nice day out here. Hoping with this finally nice day and decent water clarity and levels that we can actually pick up on a couple. Just fishing some outside current and then just trying to fish the calmer pools where the water's a little calmer. Just seeing what these fish kind of want. But this creek has lots of good boulders, lots of deep water. It looks really nice, super clear. I'm trying to keep my distance a little bit on some stuff because it is ultra clear. But right here looks really deep, drops off, and it's got a bunch of big rock next to it. Slowly hopping on the bottom, letting the current drag it a little bit. There's one. Hey, there we go. First fish of the day. Not big by any means. All right, first one of the day. You can see that's just a little micro one, but it is a beautiful creek smallmouth nonetheless. They still fight extremely hard. Came right off the boulders down there. First little guy of the day right there. We'll get down here a little bit. In the summertime, I can never get down here too far because this is all overgrown and just sloppy. And this is pretty muddy still. We can give him a little toss. See you later, buddy. Perfect. First one of the day, second bite of the day. Just throwing that little, they actually ripped my claw off. I'll fish it with one still. Just throwing that little Rage Hawk, the little tiny craw on a little shaky head. It's got these like weed guard legs on the bottom there to help balance it out a little bit. Trying to bring it over some of these rocks. We'll fish it with one claw here. That ain't gonna hurt nothing at all. See if we can pick up another one. I see some of the rocks down there. I didn't see the bite, but I think he shot out from one of the big rocks down there. I think he was sitting right underneath it. I brought it along and it looks like he kind of shot out right from it. I didn't bring my wading shoes on today because I wasn't sure how this was going to look. So I'm just going to fish from the bank today. But the next time I come out, I'll probably walk some of this creek, see what's going on. I always like to look at this section too. And just very much deeper than a lot of the creek I fish. And I just see a deep rock right here. I just feel like something's sitting right under it if I can get it to drift right on by. Let's see if anything's sitting by this tree right here. Oh, I had a bite. I had a bite. There's actually something sitting right there. It looks very shallow too. You just never know. Oh, I see them. They're little. They're very little. Looks like they're the size of the bait almost. I saw two of them. Alright, I'm going to try something a little smaller here. I'm going to go to a little finesse worm. Good little color. Little green pumpkin chartreuse. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Well, I can see the bait too. It's not really... There we go. Well, while I'm down here, make some cast. Alright, I put a little Ned head on. Still gonna throw that worm, but I wanted to go through a little bit of smaller of a hook. Smaller shank hook. Oh, fish on. Fish on. It's a little guy. Where did I snag? Actually, yeah, I snagged him on accident. It's a little creek chub. Snagged a little creek chub there. I'm gonna fish the edge of that the edge of the other bank over there too. It's got some hanging over rock. Try to let it drift right on by. Seeing if a smallmouth will shoot out from under there and grab this. Oh no. There we go. There's one. Oh! It's another creek chub. Oh, he got off. It was actually a really big creek chub. I don't know if he bit it or if I had him snagged. I think he bit it. It was actually a big one. Haven't even made it down to my two favorite spots yet. I got two pools that I really like to fish. We haven't even made them to them yet. And we're getting some good bites. Now we gotta capitalize on some of these bites. Here we go, first pool. I love fishing this little section right here. This one's very fun to fish. There's one. There we go. Smallie. Nice smallie too. Good smallie. Yes sir. That's a nice one, man. I got it on that Temu Ned head, the little lead one, and also on one of the little worms I got. I mean, he ate it too. Fishing a little worm on a little shaky head. There's a nice one. That's the kind we're looking for, you know, that over a pound range right there, but that's a much nicer fish. And man, they're just so healthy in this creek. He is cold, water's still cold obviously. We haven't had good weather, but there we go. Second fish of the day, and it's a nice one. Perfect. Thanks for biting, buddy. Appreciate it. See you later. Get back down to your hole. Oh! Took my whole worm. There's one. Oh, that's a nice one. Nice fish. Stay out of the sticks. Stay out of the sticks. Yes. And the second good one of the day. They're really munching that little worm after I downsized from that craw. I mean, they're getting it all the way down. About a perfect snack size for these little guys because their mouth isn't huge. But yeah, look at that. Fish number 2 right there, or number 3. Good looking fish. We got a long ways up, so I got to give him a decent toss because I'm way up here on the bank. But came out of some of this little slacker water here. Get him back. Sorry for the toss there. I'm so far up. But I was just fishing on the other side of this tree where that boulder was, where I thought a fish was going to be underneath it. Moved my way around this tree. Just some of the slacker water, deep pool. He picked that worm right up. Again, guys, the stuff from Temu, I highly recommend. I leave links in my video descriptions of the stuff I try and I think is good. And I do love their little Ned heads. Right now I'm just using a lead one, not painted. They're super sticky, sharp hooks. I never have any problem with them. And I do like some of their plastics as well. This is just like a little worm. Green pumpkin like chartreuse. Super soft. Has a little tiny tail, so when I'm shaking it, it quivers really well. And that was a decent one to... That was a decent fish to get right there. They got my tail again. There's one. There we go. Oh, nice one. And some strong current there. Oh yeah. Yes sir. I mean, just look how they're eating that. Perfectly. Another nice healthy one. I mean, these guys are beautiful. He's got little scars on his tail there. Something scraped him or something. Probably swimming against these giant rocks here. But man, they do fight hard when they're in this current like that. Perfect. See you later, buddy. See, this fish was in the current, man, just along this stream right here. You know, you got a little calmer water here, kind of flows over these rocks, you get a good current. And this guy was right in the current.